So I want to start the early classical period with the Kritios boy as an extra credit example. Known Kritios boy because of the sculptor who made him. And with a date of 490 to 480 BC, he's perfectly in that transitional phase between the archaic and early classical period, and really good therefore for looking at the changes. He was also found on the Athenian Acropolis, so likely a votive statue, and that means you can use him for the Greek religion module as well. So this one little statue works really, really hard. Now, what I'd like to do with this statue is to focus predominantly on what has changed since the Aristodikos Kouros a couple of decades ago. First up, we've got the hollow eye sockets. Now, that suggests the eyes were made separately and inserted afterwards, and this is usually more typical of a bronze statue. So what it suggests is this statue, the Kritios boy, was probably a trial run for a greater bronze, and the fact that he's only half life size, he's 3 foot tall, would suggest that as well. The break in the neck suggests we've got some movement, and the fact that we've got these little struts on the hips as well suggests that there was probably movement in the arms too. We've also got one leg which has been bent here. And that's resulted in the hips being tilted. So he's in the relaxed pose. So we're getting that total breakaway with Kritios boy from the sentry box pose of the archaic period. On top of that, it's worth pointing out as well the vast improvements they've made to the anatomy. So if you have a look at his torso area, you can not only see that there are clear muscles underneath the surface of the skin there, but also the appearance of bone of the skeletal system. So I'm just going to try and point that out to you. So you can see, first of all here, the rib cage, and very kind of subtly up here, the collarbones as well. So whilst he might look like the Koro of the archaic period with the fact that he is marble and the upper half is still very stationary, those subtle changes all come together to show that really he's rather revolutionary.